Today guys, I'm going to be telling you some of the best purchases I've made in Grand RP. In the past, I've talked about some of the worst things. And believe me, I wish I could go back in time and tell myself, just say yes when someone offers you a property that is now worth $1 billion. Oh man. But either way, there is some stuff that I have gotten that I do not regret at all. And trust me, you guys are going to want it too. As you guys know, the new update just came out, so everybody gets 15 grand coins per day for the next 5 days. Most of you guys are going to be doing that, so you should have some grand coins to spare. Certain things will cost you grand coins, but like I said, it is worth it in the end. Anyways, I hope you go on to enjoy the video. If you haven't already checked the server out before and want to, be sure to click the link down below in the description, click on start playing, select which server you want to play on, register an account, and download the launcher. And if you haven't already heard, Grand just released their mobile app. You're able to do everything you could do on the PC version on the mobile version. I'll leave the link down below for that, and if you use code Frolickz when you join, you'll get a rare free accessory. Let's talk about the very first thing here. Licenses forever. I do kind of wish this came with a gun license, because that would be really awesome, but it comes with every other license instead. And when I say it is one of the most useful things I've ever purchased, I truly mean it. When it first came out, I'm like, yeah, let's get it. I dropped all my other licenses that I had in my inventory, never need to carry them around now. I don't really keep up to date when my licenses were going to expire. So sometimes I would spawn at last location, at my house, or I would spawn up in Paleto Bay or in Sandy Shores, and I wouldn't have a driver's license anymore. So then I'd have to call a taxi or something, or get a rental car, which would just cost me some money, and then go all the way down to the DMV place, get the license again, and then it would last the 30 days. Always having a pilot's license, a driver's license, and a water transport license is just beneficial, to be honest. You never need to worry about it again. You could leave the server for a year, come back, and you would still have it, because you get them forever. And it's only 25 grand coins to get. For some people, they may not care about it that much, but now that I told you about it, just watch. When your driver's license runs out, you'll be stuck somewhere in the middle of Paleto Bay or something like that, and you're gonna be like, damn, maybe I should get it. Let's talk about the next thing here, and that's gonna be the scooter. You can go into the shop, you can scroll down, click on electric scooter, and it is 40 grand coins to purchase. It is very useful. You could be stranded somewhere random across the map, and normally you'd have to call a taxi, or you'd have to respawn at your apartment or at the hotel or something, but now instead you just click a button and then boom, your scooter pops out. Or I guess for me, my Segway pops out. But I also have my scooter on me just in case anything ever happens to that Segway, which, I mean, nothing ever can because they're always in your inventory, they'll never disappear, and you have them forever, you never need to recharge them either. The scooter's pretty great, I'm not gonna lie. Everybody should have gotten this for free at one point when you first join the city, and I believe you get that on a rental. But there is one key difference between this scooter and the Segway, which I just figured out randomly. Let's say you're casually just driving on your scooter, right? And you're just driving straight, you're going like 100 kilometers an hour, and then you gotta drive uphill. You start to slow down a whole lot. There's no autopilot in this, and there is no cruise control. But with the other Segway, this one right here, there is cruise control, which is awesome. We're going down this hill, we're zooming, and then once we get up to a certain speed, I'll just toss on cruise control, and then boom. Now whenever we go uphill, or if I'm just driving around and don't feel like holding down W the entire time, I can just toss on cruise control. I personally really like that, and like I said, it's kind of weird how this scooter has it, or Segway has it, but the other one doesn't. When it comes down to it though, it's definitely worth it to have one of these. The one that I'm driving right now, you can win from a container, and the other one, like I said, you just purchase straight up with grand coins. If you're ever abandoned anywhere in the city, you can just pull this thing out, and you're pretty much good to go. The next thing is a pretty obvious one, and it's going to be property. Whether it's businesses, whether it's houses, or apartments. I remember a while ago, you used to be able to get an apartment for like $3 or $4 million, then it went up to 5, then it went up to 6, now I see people trying to sell them for like $9 million each, I'm just like, holy crap. And then houses. My very first family house, which I freaking loved. It was perfect, it had a helipad and everything. I ended up selling it for 15 mil back in the day, and that was a lot for a house with a helipad. I probably could have gotten it around 18 mil, but I sold it to a friend in LSPD at the time. Either way, that house is now worth over $130 million. And it has a great helipad because you could take off with a plane from that helipad as well. Not only that house, every other house that I've ever had has gone up so much in price. I know some of you guys would probably be shocked, but this house right here, I used to own it. Believe I got it for 40 million, I think, somewhere around there. And I ended up selling it, I think, for about 50 or 55. I'm not sure what it goes for now. I think somebody told me one time it went for like 150, maybe even more. It's definitely worth it to invest in a house or an apartment at some point because they will just keep going up. The only thing that may go down would be apartments because there is chances of them adding new apartment buildings to the city like they did recently. Which apartment was that? It was this one right here. This was the most recent apartment building they added to the city. And then obviously there was a bunch of apartments available, so people bought them up, which means since the inventory was high, the sale price went down a little bit. But now it's obviously back up there. Even businesses. I had a tattoo parlor, ended up selling it for 55 million. It's the one that was near the ghetto hospital. I don't know what it goes for now. Probably doesn't make that much money, but it definitely goes for a lot more than 55 million. I'll tell you that right now. So if you have the opportunity to purchase a house with a garden, or a house with a helipad, or a business, or an apartment, and you can get a good deal on it, make sure you look around first, obviously, to see what everybody else is selling it for. I would recommend taking it, because at some point, you will end up selling it, and if you want to make some profit, you're probably going to be honest, just because they always go up in price. The only time I could ever see them going down in price is maybe when GTA 6 comes out, but apparently that might not be until 2026 now. The next thing that was a great purchase was the office. Now, I have a level 3 office, and I remember when I made the video about it, I was promoting it a little bit, and I ended up making, I think, around $2 million in 1 week, which is pretty solid. I know for a lot of other people, they hire tons of people to do their tasks and they pay bonuses. I wasn't doing anything like that, and I'm still not. After I recorded that, I pretty much never promoted my office again, so it's just been sitting there. But people still go and do tasks. And every time they do that, I get $12,000 in my pocket. And of course, they also get money. I haven't checked this in a really long time. All I do is come here and pay for it, but let's just go take a look at the history. All right, so this is everybody that's completed tasks today, actually. This is all just today. So each person here has made me $12,000 from each of these tasks. All of these are today, haven't promoted it one time, and then this is yesterday, obviously. But that's a lot of money that I'm just getting. Obviously, I do need to pay for the office, which per day costs a total of 5K. Wow. If somebody does one task per day, I'm making money. Now, it will take me a very long time to pay off this office because getting a level 3 office building is $70 million. That's a lot of money. But in the long run, it does pay off. Like I said, I do not promote it whatsoever anymore. If I did, which I probably should, to be honest, I didn't know there was actually that many people doing it. I thought it was going to be like 5 or 10. But if I did promote it, I'd probably double the amount of people that are actually working at the office. And like I said, I don't give out any bonuses either. People just go in, click an office, take the contract, and do their tasks. Either way, it was a great investment for me, and I'm about to run out of gas. Don't forget though, in order to have a solid office, you need to be giving out the maximum amount of money to people, and it has to be level 3, I believe, in order for people to actually do contracts and stuff. And the next one is going to be the Battle Pass. Now, I do have to admit, the current Battle Pass that just came out isn't as good as the last one. The cars you can win from it, from what I've seen, don't look all that great. I mean, you can win that new Lamborghini, obviously. You can get a Lamborghini Urus. You can get 2 Lamborghini Gallardos for some reason, and a couple other vehicles, I think. Actually, no, I think it's only like one other vehicle. But then you get all those mystery car crates, which I haven't checked out yet. But when it comes to it, comparing these battle passes, the last one was definitely a lot better. But at the same time, the battle pass will always make you money. And like I said in a previous video, I'm going to calculate exactly how much money this battle pass is going to make me. The last one definitely made me more than $40 million, I swear. I made so much money. Like just one backpack that I got from it, I sold for $6 million. I got probably 20 or 30 cars from it, I can't even remember, but I sold most of them off. I got shards from it, which allowed me to open the shard containers and get 500k bonuses, obviously. There were little crates that I would get and sell for 500k. No matter what, you will make money off of the battle pass. There is tons of awesome rewards to get from it. And one thing that everybody should know, if you just play and get the 15 grand coins each day until that promotion ends, you will have enough to get the premium battle pass, meaning you can get all of the rewards from the first and second page. The premium plus one will allow you to get the extra 30 rewards. Now, in my opinion, for this current battle pass, I don't think it's actually worth it to get the premium plus version. Like, this is what you get. You get one mystery car crate here, some really ugly clothes, to be honest. You get one of those containers, and actually, the only way to get this container, you have to collect all of these rewards first. I'm only going to collect this car from this part of the page. From this part of the page, just this car and this bike. So that's 3 rewards. and probably this elixir. So that's 4, 2 legendary cars, 5, 6, and then this Lamborghini 7. Those are the only rewards I want from it. So out of the 30 that I can get, I want like 7 or 8 of them. But I have to spend an extra 150 grand coins to get it. So honestly, spend the 50 grand coins. You'll get a ton of grand coins back from the battle pass as well. I don't know exactly how many, but I do know the grand coin rewards that sell for, I think, 5,000 BP points give you 4 or 5 grand coins, which is pretty solid. But when it comes down to it, if you get the premium version, you can get all the rewards except for the final ones, which, like I said, aren't really that great. I mean, there's probably about maybe $4, $5, $6 million worth of prizes, in my opinion, depending on what you pick from the final page of the battle pass. But from the first and second page, there's definitely a lot more money in that. So if you complete your tasks, collect your rewards, sell them off, or use them, it's going to be worth it in the end, no matter what. Like even this week, the battle pass hasn't even been out for a full day. I completed all of my tasks about 3 hours after the battle pass came out. I would have done it a little earlier, but FIFA 25 also just came out, so I kind of wanted to do that. But yeah, everything is completed, and now I could chill for a week, do my daily tasks, and eventually we'll finish the whole first page, the whole second page, and we'll collect the rewards from the third. These are some of the best things that I have purchased in Grand RP, and I would highly recommend doing it as well. You can make lots of money from it, it'll make your life a little bit easier, and that's pretty much it. If you guys want me to make a video about the worst purchases I made in Grand RP, let me know down below, because I've definitely made some bad purchases in the past, and hopefully you guys don't make the same ones. But like I said, we'll get into that in another video. Anyways, thank you so much for watching. I hope you enjoyed, and with that said, I will catch you guys in the next one.